Welcome back, everyone. As America remembers the 50th anniversary of the Apollo 11 moon landing, Allie Martin catches up with some local residents about their memories of the historic moment.
Lewis Wasson is part of the drone program for agriculture at the MSU Extension Service. Earlier this week, he was helping lead a day camp showing young people the many ways drones are used in agriculture. Wasson remembers exactly where he was 50 years ago when NASA put a man on the moon.
I was living in Starkville, Mississippi, and we had an old Zenith black and white television. And I remember just looking at it. And of course, I love the space program growing up in that era. And so Apollo 11 was it's a huge deal for me.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Wasson says his interest in the space program as a kid played a major role in his career path as an adult.
In a jet and a spacecraft. And I drew that when I was 4 years old, she said. She said, you set the course of your life at 4 years old. And so it's amazing how much the space program just really impacted me because I grew up with it.
Anyone fortunate enough to remember the Apollo 11 mission knows what a milestone it was for the United States. I was 4 years old, and like many boys my age, my imagination was captured by those daring astronauts. In fact, I even had my own astronaut helmet. I remember being able to stay up late to watch the moon landing. 50 years later, the memories are still vivid for myself and others.
At that time, when that first happened, I remember my parents being so just nervous that something bad was going to happen. Yeah. So yeah, that's my biggest memory of it. It's how nervous my dad was. Such a hard man, yeah. And for him to be nervous about something for me as a kid was like, wow.
Guys like me, I was back then, I was kind of a nerd, and so I was really interested in current events and things that were going to make history. And to be brutally honest, I'm not trying to put you on. I knew we were going to do it when Kennedy said, let's do it in '63. I mean, I was raised that America could do anything it wanted to do, including putting a man on the moon. Of course, we knew that the technology had to catch up with the concept and the idea. But it was a pretty big deal in West Point, Mississippi. We all talked about it.
That first moon landing is also known for uniting the world for a brief moment and having a lasting impact on technology used by everyone today. Allie Martin, WCBI News.
Head on up the ladder, Buzz.
Time there.
Tomorrow marks the 50th anniversary of astronaut Neil Armstrong's first steps on the lunar surface.